I'm Dr. William Harris, and for nearly 4 decades, I've specialized in helping people over 60 optimize their health through evidence-based nutrition. What I'm about to share isn't anti-supplement, it's pro-absorption. Because here's the truth. It doesn't matter how much magnesium you swallow if your body can't use it. Let's talk about why food wins this battle, and which 6 foods give you the most benefit for your investment. Let me tell you more about Margaret Thompson, a real patient whose experience mirrors what I've seen countless times in my practice. Margaret is 68, a retired librarian, active in her garden, but increasingly bothered by nighttime leg cramps and difficulty sleeping. Her previous doctor had recommended magnesium oxide, one of the most common forms in drugstore supplements. She took 400 milligrams every evening. Her blood test 3 months later, still deficient at 1.6 milligrams per deciliter, normal is 1.7 to 2.2. When she came to me, I asked a simple question. Margaret, when was the last time your body encountered a compressed mineral tablet in nature? She laughed, but it clicked. Your digestive system evolved over millions of years to extract nutrients from plants, seeds, and whole foods, not from laboratory-synthesized compounds pressed into tablets. So we designed what I call the Real Food Magnesium Reset. No pills, just 6 foods, strategically incorporated into her existing meals. Within 2 weeks, her cramps diminished. 4 weeks in, her magnesium level was 2.0 milligrams per deciliter, normal range, and she was sleeping through the night. Margaret's story isn't unique. It's biochemistry, and today, you'll understand exactly why this works. Here's what the supplement industry doesn't emphasize on the label. Bioavailability, the percentage of a nutrient that actually makes it into your bloodstream. Most magnesium supplements use magnesium oxide because it's cheap to manufacture. Studies show it has a bioavailability of about 4%. That means if you take a 400 milligram tablet, your body absorbs roughly 16 milligrams. The other 384 milligrams? It passes through your intestines, often causing diarrhea in the process, because unabsorbed magnesium pulls water into your colon. Compare that to magnesium from black beans, which has a bioavailability near 35 to 40% when properly prepared. That's 8 to 10 times more effective absorption. Why? Because the magnesium in beans comes bundled with fiber that slows digestion, giving your intestines more time to absorb natural enzymes that break down anti-nutrients like phytic acid protein, cofactors that create transport molecules your gut recognizes. Think of it this way. A supplement is like trying to shove a key into a lock that doesn't quite fit. Food-based magnesium? That's the key your body was designed to turn. Reconsideration number 2. The missing team players, 6:30 to 8:30. Magnesium doesn't work alone. In nature, it never exists in isolation. It's always accompanied by what we call cofactors, other vitamins, minerals, and compounds that help your body put magnesium to work. When you eat an avocado, you're not just getting 58 milligrams of magnesium. You're also getting healthy fats that allow magnesium to pass directly through cell membranes. Magnesium is fat-soluble in certain forms. Potassium, 975 milligrams per avocado, which works in tandem with magnesium to regulate nerve signals and muscle contractions. Vitamin B6, which is essential for magnesium to enter your cells and activate over 300 enzymatic reactions. A magnesium tablet? It's a solo act. And in biochemistry, solo acts rarely succeed. Here's my clinical observation after 38 years. Patients who rely solely on isolated supplements often need higher and higher doses over time because they're not addressing the underlying absorption problem. They're trying to compensate for poor bioavailability with quantity. It's like pouring water into a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You can keep pouring, but you'll never fill it up. Reconsideration number 3. The gut barrier reality, 8:30 to 11 o'clock. Your intestinal lining is incredibly selective. It's designed to recognize and absorb nutrients in their natural molecular forms, the forms that existed when your ancestors foraged for food. When you consume raw cacao nibs, the unprocessed form of chocolate, you're getting magnesium in a chelated form, naturally bound to amino acids. This is the gold standard of absorption. Your gut cells see this magnesium amino acid complex and say, "Yes, I know this is food." It gets absorbed efficiently, but many supplements use inorganic magnesium salts, magnesium oxide, magnesium sulfate. Your gut doesn't recognize these as readily. It sees them as foreign compounds, not food. And here's the advantage of whole foods. They come with over 700 bioactive compounds in the case of cacao, or flavonoids and theobromine in dark chocolate, which actually create what I call absorption highways. They increase blood flow to your intestinal lining and enhance the transport of magnesium across the gut barrier. In one study I reviewed, magnesium from cacao was absorbed 16 times more effectively than magnesium oxide. 16 times. That's not a marginal difference, that's a complete paradigm shift in how we should think about supplementation. So let's get practical. Here are the 6 foods I recommended to Margaret, and that I now suggest to most of my patients over 60. Each costs roughly $2 per serving, and each delivers magnesium in the most absorbable form possible. 1. Dark chocolate, greater than or equal to 70% cacao, 95 milligrams per ounce. Choose organic, minimal sugar. The flavonoids in dark chocolate increase nitric oxide production, dilating blood vessels and improving nutrient delivery. My suggestion, 1 square after dinner. It satisfies a sweet craving and supports magnesium levels simultaneously. 2. Black beans, cooked, 120 milligrams per cup. The key is proper preparation. Soak dried beans overnight, then cook thoroughly. This breaks down phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that binds minerals and prevents absorption. Bonus: black beans provide 15 grams of protein and 15 grams of fiber per cup, supporting gut health and blood sugar stability. 3. Cooked spinach, 157 milligrams per cup. Cooked. Raw spinach contains oxalates, compounds that bind magnesium and make it unavailable. Cooking breaks down 50 to 60% of these oxalates, liberating the magnesium. Sauté spinach with a bit of olive oil, fat enhances absorption further, and garlic for a simple, powerful side dish. 4. Avocado, 58 milligrams per whole avocado. The monounsaturated fats in avocado help magnesium cross cell membranes. Plus, you get potassium, fiber, and B vitamins. Add to salads, smoothies, or simply eat with a spoon and a sprinkle of sea salt. 5. Pumpkin seeds, pepitas. 168 milligrams per 1/4 cup. These are what I call the magnesium monster. Ounce for ounce, one of the richest sources available. They also contain tryptophan, an amino acid that aids magnesium absorption and supports serotonin production, helping with mood and sleep. Toast them lightly and sprinkle on yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. 6. Raw cacao nibs, 272 milligrams per 1/4 cup. This is the most potent source on our list. Cacao nibs are simply crushed cacao beans, pure, unprocessed chocolate. They're bitter, so I recommend mixing them into smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal. The combination of magnesium, iron, and antioxidants makes this a true superfood for aging adults. The beauty of this approach? You don't need all 6 every day. Rotate them. Make them part of meals you already enjoy. This isn't about perfection. It's about gentle, sustainable shifts that your body recognizes and rewards. Here's what I'd like you to try. No pressure, just curiosity. For the next 14 days, incorporate at least 3 of these 6 foods daily. Here's a simple framework. Breakfast. Add 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds or cacao nibs to your oatmeal or yogurt. Lunch. Include half a cup of black beans in a salad or wrap, or enjoy half an avocado. Dinner. Serve a side of sautéed spinach, 1 cup cooked. Evening treat. 1 square of 70% plus dark chocolate. Track how you feel. Pay attention to sleep quality. Magnesium supports melatonin production. Muscle cramps or restless legs. Magnesium relaxes smooth muscle. Energy levels. Magnesium is essential for ATP, your cellular energy currency. Bowel regularity. Magnesium supports motility without the harsh laxative effect of unabsorbed supplements. Margaret noticed improvements within 10 days. Some patients take the full 2 weeks. But the key is consistency and patience. And here's my clinical advice. Keep taking your supplement if your doctor prescribed it, but add these foods on top. Monitor your symptoms. If you see improvement, discuss with your physician whether you can reduce or eliminate the supplement. Always make changes under medical supervision, especially if you have kidney disease, as excess magnesium can be problematic in that context. Let me leave you with a simple recipe to get started. What I call Margaret's Magnesium Bowl. Ingredients: 1 cup cooked black beans, half an avocado, sliced 1 cup sautéed spinach, cooked with olive oil and garlic, 2 tablespoons pumpkin seeds, toasted squeeze of lime, pinch of sea salt. Instructions: warm the beans, layer the spinach, top with avocado and seeds, season, and enjoy. This single bowl delivers over 400 milligrams of highly absorbable magnesium, more than most people get in an entire day. Here's the truth I want you to remember. Your body is not a chemistry set. It's a biological system that evolved to thrive on whole foods. Supplements have their place, absolutely, but they should complement a nutrient-dense diet, not replace it. If you found this helpful, I'd be grateful if you'd click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified when I post new videos. Next week, we're going to talk about 3 common medications that silently deplete your magnesium and what you can do about it. Take care of yourself. You're worth the effort. This is Dr. Will reminding you. Small changes, practiced consistently, create profound results. I'll see you in the next one.